Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. My name is Jordan. This is your 30-minute Vinyasa flow. I'm so excited that you're here, that you made this amazing choice to give yourself this practice. You carved out this time to be with yourself, however you are, wherever you are. So I love that you're here. That being said, I'm here merely to suggest you make all of the decisions about what happens on the four corners of your mat. So feel free to grab a couple of blocks, a bolster, a blanket. We'll start in our mountain pose at the top of our space. So go ahead and find a nice hips width, maybe flush together, feet situation. Get yourself nice and tall and spacious here in your mountain shape. Take a moment to lift the quads. Maybe feel into the circumference of each foot. And roll the shoulders up towards the ears. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale, glide the scapula down the back body. Maybe elbow creases and palms shine forward. Tall spine, heart lifted. Maybe close down the eyes or soften the gaze. Lift the toes and release them softly back down. Maybe finding this parabandha, your foot lock, your own personal and sacred connection with the ground beneath you. We'll take a deep breath in and out together. Inhale through the nose. Slow and steady, bloom the lungs with breath. Maybe take an extra sip at the top, pause, embrace this fullness. And exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Finding softness in the presence of stability. Inhale to reach biceps by the ears, big breath, big stretch. Exhale to cactus, maybe bend the knees, lift the heart. Inhale to reach, high mountain. Exhale to twist to the right, left hand forward, right hand back. Inhale to reach. Exhale to cactus, maybe expand a little more, bend a little deeper. Inhale to reach. Exhale to twist. Hips stay level with each other, shining forward. Left hand reaches back, maybe gaze follows. Inhale to reach, big breath in. Exhale to cactus. Lift the heart, bend so much so into the knees that belly melts towards the top of the thighs and we fold all the way down. Take a moment to bend and sway. Find a nice generous bend in the knees to support the low back. First forward fold of practice, maybe of the day. Option to shake the head gently, yes and no. Create space in your cervical spine. Maybe reach for blocks or ankles or calves. Open and close the jaw. And release. Inhale, lift the torso halfway, long spine. Exhale, fold, let it go. Bend your knees to hinge at your hips. One more. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Halfway lift, your version. Heart pulls forward. Weight is in the ball of each foot. Any arm variation that feels good. And exhale, hinge, Uttanasana. Forward fold. We'll root down through the left hand on the earth or a block. Bend into your left knee. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Exhale, release, right palm plants, right knee bends, left hand reaches, big breath in, right elbow crease looks forward. And exhale, release, one more each side. Your breath, your movement. Option to find a soft constriction of the back of the throat, your Ujjayi breath. Giving the breath a little texture, something for the mind to bite down on. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, let it go. And we'll step the left toes back, ground the left knee, and inhale to rise. Anjanasana, low lunge. Pause here for the exhale. Squeeze the inner thighs to an invisible midline. Maybe toe heel the right foot out. Hips width stance. Inhale here, invite length, maybe a baby back bend, palms to the sky. Option to bring the gaze to follow. And exhale, airplane the arms, half splits. Right hip pulls back, left knee stacked under your left hip. Flex through the foot. Inhale here. And exhale, plant the palms. Option to bend into the elbows. Dig the right heel into the earth. Maybe charge your right sit bone towards the back of your space. Explore a bend in the right knee. Spread the toes. Allow your breath to move you, to inspire movement. Inhale to lift and lengthen, rebend the right knee, tuck the left toes, lift and launch for standing L, top of your space. Tented fingers or hands on blocks, crown heavy, left toes turn down. Light up through your right leg. Inhale here. And exhale, Shiva squat. Right knee bends, left knee taps behind the right, maybe a little bit to the right. Option to tap your left toes on the earth or keep them lifted. Inhale, standing L. Exhale, Shiva squat. Maybe sink the hips, lift the heart, get light on the fingertips. Inhale, standing L. Last one, exhale, Shiva squat. Find strength and stability from center. Option to hover the palms, maybe bring hands to the heart. And release, standing L or standing splits, crown heavy, left toes to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, release. Left foot meets the right. Weight is in the heels. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale here, long spine. Maybe heart lifts. Press the palms together, gaze up. And exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Let it go. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, your version. And exhale to fold. And we'll step the right toes back, ground the right knee, and find your low lunge on the second side. Maybe toe heel the foot out. Bring hands overhead or hands at the heart. Taking a moment to inspire length by squeezing the inner thighs to an invisible midline. Noticing if this activates our Mula Bandha, our root block, center of stability. One more inhale here. Option to press the palms together. Big breath, big stretch. And exhale, airplane the arms, half splits. Find a nice long spine on your inhale. Maybe a slight tuck of the chin. Rooting down to the top of the right foot or toes tucked. Protect your knee. And on your exhale, frame the left foot, tented fingers or blocks. Option to fold, allow the spine to round. Maybe move with your breath, rippling like a wave. Inviting a little bit of fluidity into our practice. And as you're ready, lift and lengthen. Exhale to bend into the left knee, tuck the right toes, lift and launch for standing L. Second side, hands on blocks or the earth, right toes turn down. See if we can imagine the right inner thigh spiraling skyward. Inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Second side, right knee taps behind the left. Option to bring right toes to the earth. Inhale, standing L. Kick it back. Exhale, Shiva squat. Option to get light on the fingertips, any amount. Inhale, kick it back, standing L. Last one, exhale, Shiva squat. Maybe we begin to hover the palms, lift the heart, stability from center. And release, standing L or standing splits, right toes to the sky, crown heavy. On your exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Right foot meets the left, biceps by the ears or hands at the heart. Use your breath to make informed decisions about how you want to move today. On your exhales, invite length in the tail. On your inhales, invite lift in the heart. One more cycle of breath here. And inhale, high mountain, lift and lengthen, big breath, big stretch. Exhale, melt it down, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. And exhale to fold. And we'll step the left toes back, hips width stance. Ground the left knee, inhale, Anjaneyasana, one breath in. Exhale, flying half splits. Pull the right hip back. Inhale to rebend the right knee and rise, high crescent lunge. Again, squeeze the inner thighs to that invisible midline, making sure we're not on a tight rope here. Use your exhale to settle in. Find softness in the presence of stability. A balance of effort and ease. Inhale here. Exhale to cactus the elbows, maybe hover the left knee. And inhale to reach. Exhale to cactus. Inhale to reach. Last one, a little bit different. Exhale to cactus, lower the left knee to meet the earth. And inhale, biceps by the ears, low lunge. On your exhale, lift the left knee, ground the left heel, warrior two. Find your foundation, front knee over front ankle. Shorten or widen your stance. Come home to the depth and quality of your breath, like a compass or a North Star. And flip the right palm. Inhale, shift forward, up and back. Pull the right thumb back, peel the heart open. Exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh. Maybe sweep the left hand forward, pinkies down. Long line from thumb to heel. Find an inhale here. Imagine extending beyond your left heel and your left middle finger. And exhale here. Inhale, reverse triangle, right leg lengthens, right hand reaches high. Exhale, Trikonasana, pull the right hip back to meet the left. Maybe reach for a block, the ankle, the shin, left hand to the sky, or guiding your left hip as it melts forward. And this is a wonderful place to be. But if you'd like, you can sweep the left hand forward, maybe turn the pinkies down, find again that nice long line. Maintaining length in your torso. One more inhale here. And exhale, left palm plants, right knee bends, left heel lifts. Find your easy twist, right hand reaches, big breath in. Then exhale, right palm plants. Step your right toes back for plank, knees up or down. Pause here. Inviting length in the back of the neck, doming through the upper back body. Maybe shift forward on the tippy toes. One more inhale. And exhale, lower all the way to the abdomen, slow and steady. Inhale for cobra. Stay low, long, beautiful neck. Bloom the lungs with breath. Root down through the taps of the feet. And exhale, release. We'll press into the palms, tuck the toes. Make your way through plank or tabletop. And send the hips up high. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. First downward dog of practice, pedal it out. Notice the difference between the two sides. Maybe wag your tail. Or embrace stillness, wrapping the elbow creases to look forward. Press into the L of each hand. Send your weight to the heels. Maybe bend into the knees, melt belly towards the tops of the thighs. On your next inhale, come up high on the tippy toes. Exhale, soft knees, hop, step dance to the top of your space. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. And exhale, fold, let it go. And we'll step the right toes back, ground the right knee. Second side, inhale, Anjaneyasana, your version. And exhale, flying half splits. Like you're swimming through honey. Left hip pulls back, broaden through the collarbone, slight tuck of the chin. And inhale to rebend the left knee, tuck the right toes, kick into the right heel to lift the right knee. And find your high crescent. Exhale to settle in. Maybe toe heel the left foot out. Light up through your right leg. See if maybe we can use our pinkies like little rudders here, if the biceps are by the ears, turning them slightly in to create a little bit of space in the shoulders. Inhale here. And exhale to cactus. Maybe hover the right knee off the earth. Inhale to reach. Exhale to cactus. Last one, a little bit different. Inhale to reach. Exhale to cactus. Bend the right knee, ground the right knee. And inhale, find your low lunge, biceps by the ears. Exhale to kick again into the right heel, ground the right heel. Cartwheel the palms open. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Head over heart over pelvis. And we'll take a moment here, maybe closing down the eyes if that feels okay. Noticing if it inspires any micro adjustments without us even having to ask. Following the depth and quality of your breath. If you had the eyes closed, you can go ahead and flutter them open. Flip the left palm, reach forward, up and back. Pull the left thumb back, reverse, peel the heart open. Exhale, side angle. Forearm to thigh, press into the thigh to lift the ribs, right pinkies down. Pause here for your inhale. Get long through this right side body. And exhale here, commit to the bend in your left knee. Inhale, reverse triangle. Left leg lengthens, left hand reaches. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Option to bump the right heel up. Keep a bend in the left knee. Maybe reach for a block on the outside of the left leg. Reach your right hand to the sky or use it to guide the right hip forward. Peeling the heart open. Left elbow crease looks forward. Option to swoop the right hand forward. Find another nice long line in your Trikonasana. Just a variation. A little bit more length in the side body, space in the shoulders. Come back to that steady breath. One more inhale here. And exhale to rebend the left knee, right palm plants. Easy twist, left hand reaches high. And exhale, release, plant the left palm, left toes meet the right. Option to lower belly to cobra, or maybe you'd like to hover halfway in your four-limbed staff. Rolling onto the tops of the feet, knees and thighs lifted, upward dog. And on your exhale, make your way to your downward facing dog. Your breath, your movement. Take a moment to notice maybe the difference between this down dog and our first down dog. Maybe it's profound, maybe not so much. Or somewhere in between. Come home to your breath. And when you're ready, root down to the left heel. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Option to roll out the ankle or bend the knee, draw circles. Maybe you'd like to stack the hips. Find your scorpion tail, pressing actively into that right hand. Find a little twist in the torso. On your inhale, try to point your right knee towards the sky. Draw your right heel in towards your glute. Maybe explore a bend in the left knee. Exhale brings you back to your three-legged dog. And find your downward dog. Right foot meets the earth. Inhale the left leg high. Option to stay neutral in the hips. Roll out the ankle. Draw some circles with the left knee. Or stack the hips. Pressing into the left palm. Elbow creases still look forward. No tension in the neck. Find one more deep breath in. Option to try to point that left knee towards the sky. Draw your left heel a little closer to the glute. And exhale, three-legged dog, left toes turn down. And release, find your downward facing dog. On your inhale, come up high on the tippy toes, ripple forward, find your plank shape. And exhale, downward dog, bend the knees, hips up high. One more inhale, ripple forward. Find your plank, moving like a wave. And exhale to lower all the way to the abdomen. And find your crocodile shape, stacking the palms. Bringing the forehead to rest in the back of the hands. You're welcome to Keep the toes on the earth, or maybe you'd like to tick-tock the heels from side to side. Give the hips a little wiggle. Release any tension in the low back. Notice the difference in sensation as we breathe with our belly towards the earth, finding a gentle compression here. Maybe breathing all the way down to the low abdomen. Massaging the internal organs with every breath. Giving the body an opportunity to release what doesn't serve, physically or energetically. And when you're ready, begin to press into the palms. Stack the elbow creases under the shoulders, lifting for Sphinx. Again, root down through the tops of the feet. Find length first. Claw into the earth like you want to pull your heart forward, and then roll the shoulders back and down. Slide the scapula down the back body, maybe imagining it like butter on toast. Option to bring the chin parallel-ish with the earth. Mindful not to crunch the back of the neck. And maybe close down the eyes for a breath or two here. Bring your awareness to sensation as breath travels through the front of the throat, into the front of the chest, all the way down to the belly. Imagine you could breathe throughout the length of your entire spine. Maybe breathing in through the top of your head and breathing out the tip of your tail. One more inhale here. And exhale, release, press into the palms. Option to tuck the toes, send the hips over the knees. Find your puppy pose. 2 cycles of breath here. Option to be active in the hands or soften the forearms. Maybe bring a block or a pillow underneath the chest or forehead. And rock the forehead side to side. Massage the sinuses. Melt the armor of the heart space with every exhale closer to the earth as we elongate through the abdomen. Begin to sink the hips towards the heels, lifting to a kneeling position at the back of your space just to transition. Sink the hips to one side, kick the legs out long, and we'll make our way to a reclined position. Maybe finding a nice slow controlled roll down, like you could imprint each vertebra of the spine onto the mat. And when you get there, reach out long from fingertips to toes, roll the wrists, the ankles, and on an exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze, rock side to side, hip to hip. Option to take the knees wide for a supine squat. Maybe you'd like to keep them zipped up together for your seed shape. And if happy baby is in your practice, you're welcome to reach for the big toes, the feet, the backs of the thighs. Taking a moment to draw the tailbone long. Maybe you'd like to lift the back of the head, tuck the chin and release it back down. Invite space in the back of the neck. Exploring movement or embracing stillness here or somewhere in between. Allow the breath to begin returning to its own natural rhythm. Inviting spaces of gripping or tension to decompress with every exhale. When you're ready, release both feet to the earth, maybe mat's width or just a little bit wider than the hips, and allow the knees to knock in gently. Finding constructive rest. Option to place one hand on the belly, maybe 2 hands on the ribs, or 1 hand on the heart for a moment to ground. Bring an awareness to space between the teeth. See how it feels to bring the tongue to the bottom of the mouth. And allow any resulting softness and unfurrowing of the brow, and unraveling of the tiny muscles around the eyes, unhinging of the jaw to take up space and expand as we settle into rest here. You're welcome to kick the legs out long if you'd like a more traditional Shavasana shape, or find any other comfort shape that suits your needs today. This is still your time. This is still your practice. Allow softness to take up space and rest in your Shavasana. You are welcome to stay in your Shavasana shape for as long as time allows. But if you're ready to take this practice off the mat and into the next chapter of your day, I invite you to deepen the breath. Invite any small movements that feel good, intuitive. A wiggle of the fingers, rock the head side to side. Bring the body back to wakefulness with care. Keeping in mind this coming back into your day is a part of your practice. Inviting this new and beautiful space you took the time to create today to come up off the mat with you. As you're ready, you can stretch out long, a good morning stretch. Shine the rib cage towards the sky. Think happy cat on a sunlit windowsill. And on an exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest to give yourself a squeeze. Make your way to one side or the other. We can meet in a comfortable seat to take a deep breath in and out together to celebrate this past half hour spent in community doing yoga and honor the decision you made to fill your cup, honor the effort it took to make it here to your mat, to this moment. You can join the thumbs together at the heart space, or however you are, wherever you are. I invite you to join me in one final cycle of breath here in community. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Thank you so much for being here, for sharing your time and your practice, not only with me, but with each other. Thank you for bringing a little bit more presence to your world and in turn to those around you. Namaste.